Greetings, my fellow exiles. Disregard the popping in textures. It happens here, and my cursor, which is a bit more polygon-like than... Hi, you're a weird-looking cat. Anyways, welcome back to Path of Exile 2. We are going to be draining the swamp today. We have a giant soul core, and Alpha's going to tell us what to do. We got to presumably plug it into some sort of artifice, which will drain... Well, I'll show you the area first. This bog, which does not look like water you want to swim in. That's like, you just instantly get gangrene and die type of water. Looks cool, though, from a distance. Probably smells awful and is breeding the worst insects you can imagine. So, let's get rid of it. Let's destroy this ecosystem.
Wow! You did it! Now you can use that soul core to power the mechanisms in the waterways. Good job with that construct, by the way.
Yeah, no thanks to your help.
Bye.
Bloody ran away. It's fine. I wouldn't want her to get hurt. She's too optimistic to be put into harm's way. Alright. To the infested barrens. I believe we've done everything else. Oh, there's the venom crypts. We have not done the venom crypts. We completely ignored that area. I don't recall if I did that with the previous rendition of the character, though. If so, my apologies. We're gonna have to go through this area again. It's probably gonna be quick. I don't even... Because it's like right near the waypoint. I think I probably ignored it. We'll see. I don't remember doing it. It's gonna be a crypt. Hopefully it's not too expansive. I'm not sure what type of, like what the reward or purpose for going down here is going to be, though, so guess we'll see. Bonus areas usually give items that give permanent bonuses, though, so...
Slither through ancient graves.
Cool, like people possessed by snakes. At least you're enthusiastic.
Wither away!
Let's just get through this area as quick as possible. Like, snake-bound undead. Very cool. Also that shoot stuff. Okay, we have a little bit of lag going on here. I'm not sure why. It was fine a moment ago. I am recording this immediately after the previous episode. Good God. What is happening?
I am the apex!
Is it just this area? For the enemies? Feels fine. Oh, rotted rats. Gnarly looking. Lots of sarcophaguses. Sarcophaguses or sarcophagi? Only sarcophagi. Only octopuses, that's weird. Which is octopuses or octopodes. But no one says that. Not octopi, though. That's wrong. Then again, if you say octopi, everyone's going to know what you're talking about. And presumably no one's going to complain. You might have somebody, like me, being like, actually. And that's really the only consequence of using the incorrect word.
Another corpse
honestly,
to serve me.
Who the fuck cares? I'm not going to solve the problem out of it. What really pisses me off is why moose, the plural of moose, is not meese, like it is with geese. Like, what the fuck, English? I have no idea where we're going. At this point, there's just so many branching pathways that I'm just kind of going. And we'll probably have to backtrack, because that's how this goes. Just following where the mobs are. Massacring them. Okay. Brutal. Out this way? I don't know. What? Hold on. Let me check what's in the map. There is Auroch poison. So once we find that, I think the area has been cleared. Not a waypoint, but...
Suffer and die!
Rare sarcophaguses. Oh, Lesser's Jeweler's Orbs. Hell yeah. What do we want to use that on? Could save it for another character, but nah. Fuck. I'm gonna put it on... Will you quit it? Trying to... Where's my totem? Dark Effigy. I'm gonna put it on Dark Effigy. I have nothing socketed in there because I'm out of support gems, but a lot of money. More money. Okay. Guess this was like some sort of hidden extra sarcophagus chamber. What does it say? It should say something. It doesn't give me the Auroch poison. But you do have like hidden little bonus areas which don't show up in the like the map markers. A couple zones seem to have those. Like the some of them are kind of useless. Like the very first dungeon, the place that the Devourer has like the hatchery, which isn't shown up as like a bonus location. It also doesn't give you much. Like that one's not worth looking for. However, this kind of was. You know, there was some good sarcophagus guy there. Which gave some good money. I know money's probably not like a major limiting factor later in the game, but you can buy useful stuff with it, and you can gamble with it. And gambling can get good things. Unlike in real life, don't gamble. It's
I am the apex!
dangerous thing to do. Wouldn't recommend it. But I'm also not going to tell you how to live your life, so you do you. No, that there. Gem Cutter Prism. I have a few of these. I'm still waiting on what I'm going to use them on. Probably Essence Drain. Maybe we'll actually have a look at that, because I know the Gem Cutter Prisms give... It's not just plus 1%, it's like plus 5 or something, so you don't need to use so many of them to level up the skill, which is pretty nice, considering how rare they are. Jeweler's Orbs still seem rarer than Gem Cutter Prisms for some reason. I know you can, like, disassemble the quality flasks to get them, which does make that easier, and I don't think you find quality gems. No, considering you don't actually find gems, you just find the things that you can turn into gems, so... In PoE 1, you could find gems that already had a quality modifier on them. However, you needed 20 of any of the qualities, so the armor and weapons as well. You needed like 20%, the full thing to turn into a one of the quality resource items. So it required a bit more investment. Which generally wasn't worth doing with like armor and weapons, because you find the blacksmith things in the armor scraps, or whatever.
None can oppose me.
Quickly enough in PoE 1. Here it's worth doing. It's just like, it has a quality, alright, I'm gonna plug it in and get a scrap for the item. For the artificer thing. Quite nice. Well, not the artificer thing, the artificer orb is from the gems.
More mana!
Just find one of the immediate item quality
Drain.
slots. So, this is gonna give a Abyss Essence if I activate that. It's a little risky doing all of this at once, but it's too late for that now. I was already like, I wanna see what's gonna happen. Now we might die. Okay. Be cautious. Alright, it's dead at the very least, and we got our Abyssal Trove. And I'm dying from something. I'll do that. Okay, almost died again from something. Superior Chiseled Shield. Okay, alright, some money. Okay. What's the Abyssal, Okay, so a cast speed one. See, there's one that's, useful. And attack speed, that's... I don't know if these were Abyssal Essences. Maybe it didn't, but I'm happy with these two. I'm very happy with those two. Anything I want to level up to 9? No. Okay. Handy little area so far. Got some good money out of it.
I will put you down.
Got a decent mob density as well, so... some XP. And those essences were nice. This one, like, if you find a good wand, it's got some good spell damage or chaos skill bonus or something, we'll happily use that essence on it. So essences work differently now. They don't, what did you use them on before? They would turn a magic item into a rare item, I think. Now they turn a magic item with 1 slot into a, or no, they would just immediately give a turn a rare? I don't know. Or they would immediately, they would be like the transmutes, where they would immediately give the first modifier. So you would use a normal item. Yeah, you'd use an essence on a normal item, and it would give a guaranteed one, which kind of sucks, because then you still need the RNG, good RNG from the second modifier. Now you at least already know what the first modifier is going to be, and then you can decide to use the essence or not. So having them do it that way was pretty nice. Or is it even... Hold on, I'm... Yeah, okay, so you already have the first 2 modifiers from it being a magic item, so that's even better. So then you turn it into a rare item. So they're basically regals, and that also takes some of the pressure off of the potentially tight regal economy you're gonna end up in. Right now, I'm generally more starved for exalteds.
I am the apex.
As soon as you find a decent one, you want to use your exalts on it, and then you just don't have any left. I probably should be saving them. And I probably shouldn't have enchanted the hat that I did, but... you know. Whatever. Where is the boss? If there is a boss. I'm assuming there is. I think almost every zone has a boss of some kind. Or at least some unique enemy. We gotta get the poison from something, right? I mean, I suppose it could just be in a chest somewhere. Would be kind of boring, but... or sarcophagus. Stun charm? Anti-stun one? Never have enough of those. Being stunned sucks. So does being surrounded, but at least when you're surrounded, that's on you. Okay, this looks like something. Never mind, maybe not. Okay. Not this way? Gotta be this way, right? Okay. Checkpoint. There we go. We got something. Den of the Serpent Priestess. Corpse of snake venom. Okay. So they're just dead. Alright. No boss. A pity. Beware of the bite of those serpents that call a human corpse home. Nature has given them the means to acquire a new dwelling. Yeah. Heat emanates from the facets. Living warmth encased in crystal. Alright, let's talk to Survey. She might give us something for these, because this isn't an item that we can do anything with. So presumably, there'll be some worthwhile reward to coming down here. Not sure what she needs these poisons for, but guess we'll see. Please. It's just loading into the Ziggurat encampment is super slow. Between maps is fine. Right. I already ran preemptively.
Drink this. A foul brew, but you'll thank me if you survive.
Okay. Oh. Hello there. Venom Draft of Clarity. Okay, Elemental Ailment Threshold we don't need. Stun Threshold is nice. Or is that... Hold on, is Stun Threshold... I think stun threshold is how much it takes for you to get stunned, which is good. It might also be how much stun you inflict, in which case that's not good. I'm going to take this one, because we want to go for... Oh, and a Artificer Orb. That's nice. Okay. What's this crown? Is that worth disenchanting? Yes.
Don't drink the water.
Sweet. Mr. Mana regen. Our mana is
What have you learned?
problematic, so...
Yes, some odds and ends we found, and my tribe could use that.
Not great. Not great. Low base roll on the... And... nah. Alright.
Don't eat anything colorful.
That is true in nature in most regards. Don't eat colorful animals. They're usually toxic. Though there are some that only mimic being toxic by being colorful. A nice case of biomimicry. Those you can eat, but... which ones are the toxic ones? Which ones aren't? Better have a good field guide. Better know what you're doing. Or just, I don't know, don't eat random wild animals. That's also an option. That's usually how I go about my life. You know, I see like a colorful bird or something, and I'm like, you know what? I'm not going to snack on you. Also because I like birds. Birds are awesome. Yeah. We doing anything here? Don't think so. I guess we could take a look, because we have 3 gem cutter prisms. What? Because they have different effects. So, like, you could do this. What's the effects from quality? Wither duration will increase. That's actually kind of good. Because that means the max stacks will be better. Because as you stand near them, you build up more stacks of withered. But, of course, they all have a duration. So, if you stand near them long enough, you'll reach the maximum amount. So this will just kind of increase the maximum amount that you can do. And make it faster to build up. Ooh, reservation efficiency. Like that. Don't think it's gonna matter at the moment. That's also potentially good. Essence Drain. What the hell? I didn't say. Aha, okay. Extra duration. Not so useful, considering I end up spamming that like an idiot. Targets additional enemies when cast. Yes. Alright, it's gonna be Contagion. Yeah, so it's 5%. How... Okay, I guess we gotta use more of these. So if I use another one on it, it'll probably do 1, right? Yes. Okay, that's already pretty good. I might use the other one on something else. I might use it on the curse. Or, sorry, blasphemy. Blasphemy I know I'm going to use for the rest of this build, so... how much does it do? 2%. So, in all total, it would be 8% increased reservation, or it might be 2.5 rounded down and you get 10% increased reservation efficiency. I don't think it was a 1 spirit. I don't know if that was worth it. I guess if you do that on, like, as many things as possible, it'll add up. You might be able to get, like, an extra effect going, but... yeah, that was kind of mid. Anyways, okay, sure. I'm gonna pull a pillar out of the ground. Let's get out of this, choppy area. Head into the infested barrens. And, I guess we gotta drain the swamp. And, unlike a certain president, I think we're actually going to drain the swamp rather than, you know, play Urborg, Tomb of Yawgmoth and make everything into swamps. Thanks, Trump. Dickhead. Alright,
Finally, some progress.
so... Oh, yeah, look at that. Oh, it doesn't... We haven't drained the swamp yet. Just unlocked a new zone. Okay. I guess we'll go through the Matlan waterways. Matlan, probably. Sounds like Mazatlan, which is a pretty cool city in Mexico. On the coast. I was there when I was 14. Had a great time.
Suffer and die!
Best food I have had anywhere.
A
Though you
beautiful
will
murder.
probably have that anywhere in Mexico. Because Mexican food is, I would say, in a personal opinion, best food in the world. I love East Asian food as well, and Middle Eastern food. I like Slavic food too. Like, when I say East Asian and Middle Eastern, I do mean like all of them. And I have tried, you know, Thai, Vietnamese, Chinese, Japanese, Indonesian, all very distinct. All incredibly good. Middle Eastern, I haven't found as much distinction in, because of course it's all very heavily influenced by like Arabic cuisine. Although Iranian and Turkish food are quite different. And are
This
also
better
very good.
still work.
What the hell? They're like fish crabs. I think they're like fish corpses that have been possessed by crabs. That's awesome. It's like taking the tongue isopod to the next level. River drakes? Yeah, we encountered these in the Chimeral region as well. And Azaks. You guys should all be dead. I destroyed your tribe. Yes, these are the remnants. Oh, we activate... So we're like draining the canals, okay. I reckon somewhere we're gonna actually drain the whole swamp, looking more of these fish things. What's your favorite food? Let me know in the comments. As far as like Western food, you know, Italian, can't really go wrong. But it's just like there's a lot of mediocre. It's very easy to find mediocre Italian food. It's very hard to actually find good Italian food. I was in Toscana. Like half of the restaurants there that we went to were just not great. Some were amazing. Just like while we were in Mexico, like every place we went to was good. Same with Vietnam. Every place I went to in Vietnam was at least pretty good. There were definitely some that were better than others, but completely irrelevant discussion to what is currently happening right now, which is making our way through the locks here. These like Houndmaster enemies, or the Mongol Masters, very cool. I gotta wonder, if you make one of them into a Spectre, do you also get 3 Spectral Hounds out of the deal? If so, amazing. Because I know enemies that summon other enemies, when you make them into a Spectre, they will summon other things. Like the Carrion Queens, those giant bugs that summon the mosquitoes. When you turn those into a Spectre, they will summon a bunch of mosquitoes, and it is hilarious. Which, like, Plague Swarm build, anyone? Use the Ravenous Swarm. Get the mosquitoes, get like poisoned attacks on them. That sounds fun. Oop. Gotta do the lever. I don't know, what are we looking for in this map anyways? Yeah, there's the levers, and there's Narag's hut. Whatever that is. Gonna be a boss? NPC? Who knows? keep a lookout for hidden side areas. It could be like the end point of the level, of course. Sometimes the bosses are you can't miss them. Other times you can. Well, here's no outside. Okay. A mini boss. Gonna drop anything cool, hopefully.
Wither
Generally,
away.
the rare enemies will drop like I don't know, some item that you can just find otherwise. But we'll see. We'll see if they're not very hard.
None can
Okay.
oppose me.
This one didn't even drop anything interesting. Chiming staff. +3 level of all spell skills. I mean, I'm not replacing my wand and shield for that. Otherwise, I don't think... the flammability magnitude, that might be good with the Firecaster. Probably will have a better combination of stuff, though. Ah, not this way. So I guess otherwise, the only other thing we have to do here is make our way through. Ensure that we open up all of the locks. I reckon these are separate entities because they're not really being summoned. So, yeah, I would reckon the Spectre isn't going to summon the dogs. If any of you guys know, feel free to let me know. Like, this is a blind playthrough, but I don't care so much about, like, mechanical spoilers or anything. You guys just tell me. Story spoilers I would prefer not to have. Okay. Brutal.
Suffer!
My mana's quite a bit more stable. I reckon I'll still run out of mana in boss fights. And I'm spamming shit. But for now it feels much better. Don't randomly need to replenish. I thought that was an enemy. It was a pig carcass. Here's enemies. Feral primates. They're in cages. Okay. The lever here. Bring that. Aha. Go down here. Okay. I didn't spread the contagion.
I will feast on your soul.
This guy for some reason. What? Excuse me? Holy shit. That's new. That is awesome. Just immediate new build idea. Not for this character, but... hot damn. Scythes. Love scythes. Not the most practical weapons, unless you're talking about a war scythe, but then the blade is sticking out straight from the haft. However, they're weird to deal with. Because you can't really parry them. Because the blade will get you anyways. It's, you do have to change how you fight against the scythe, but I reckon it's a fucking difficult weapon to wield. But they look cool, and they're not entirely impractical. That's why I'm A-okay with them. loved using a scythe in Dark Souls. Used a scythe for a bit in Elden Ring too, the Halo scythe. Not exactly a normal one, but still a pretty fun weapon. The discus. Yeah, now I want to make like a scythe wielder witch. Just to go physical damage, because there's plenty of ways to increase your physical spell damage here. And the bone, I tried it. The bone shard stuff, I don't know. I couldn't really... I didn't feel it. Maybe I was missing how to make that good, but I also didn't get very far. So, maybe it's something that's only better later. Now that the scythe is a thing... Oh boy. Oh boy. That was close. A little too close for comfort. Hold on. I keep pressing a button on my mouse that decreases the mouse sensitivity by
I will feast on your
a lot.
soul.
Which is dumb.
Infection.
Down you go. What do we got here? Gold. How big is this area? This is quite a lot going on here. At least it's pretty linear. It's not very labyrinthine, so there's that. I think I've been... Am I slowed? Oh, I'm maimed. Alright. But maiming doesn't count as being slow. Even though it does slow your movement speed. So the slow charm wouldn't work on that. I wonder if there's a maiming charm. That would be handy. Anything that fucks up your movement speed is not ideal. Ah, this will probably do it. That looks important. And this is also the end of the map. Off to Alva. Ooh, hello. Get a little map animation. Very cool. So it's going to reveal the Sunken City. Look at that. Awesome. Alva's going to be happy.
Drain away. Reveal yourself, Utzaal.
Alright, let's head back. Talk to Alva and head down into the swamp. Half an hour, we can definitely go farther. Excited. I wonder what we're going to find down there. It's probably going to be very grimy and filthy, considering the water that was drained. Presumably it'll look like that. If it looks all, like... If it doesn't look like it's been underwater for a really long time, I'm going to be a little disappointed. But I reckon it will. I think the level designers here have a good attention to detail. You have anything to say?
Friend. The waterways on the Matlan River be a barrier between us and the Azak tribe. The Orok may be troubled, but the Azak, them are true horror. Their queen witch, Ignagdok, takes her child every blood moon. Why? I won't guess. If you trespass...
Yeah, alright. What about the drain lake?
You should have never drained a lake. My tribe depends on the waters for our safety. How will we fend off the Orok or the Azak now? And worse, you have unleashed the horrors of the Vaal once more. Know this. You bring up bad omens from the depths that should have stayed buried, and you will regret it.
Okay, she didn't like that. Typical explorer showing up and ruining things for the native. They had a bit of that in PoE 1. A little bit of that theme running, which I felt was fitting. And here we're doing it again. Good to address. That happened a lot. What do you have to say about the lowering of the water?
The members of this expedition seem to believe that the ziggurat beneath our feet holds an ancient device that was intended to be used against the cataclysm that destroyed the Vaal.
Right.
The source of that cataclysm was the previous beast. which means the device below may be exactly what we need to stop the new one.
Okay.
Find your way into the ziggurat, and let us see what the greatest minds of the Vaal Empire created.
This is Doriani and
Didn't manage to complete it in time. Maybe we can finish their work.
That is a possibility. Need to keep into account.
Thank you.
Yeah, so Doriani, presumably Jikwani, was working under him.
You drained the entire lake? I was going to ship in some Kalguran explosives. But that's one way to get into these temples, I suppose. Oh, Alva's found something. She's waiting for you at the base of these stairs. I'd join you, but I'm not sure how much I trust 2,000-year-old waterways to keep the city dry. You enjoy yourself.
Alright, he doesn't want to come. It's understandable. I would also be hesitant. So Oswald's death journal?
Oswin Shipwash. They survived, 98. Stopped to pet a chimeral.
Cause of death stopped at a chimeral, alright. Okay, it's a bit like the letters of Exile.
Denise Chernock. They survived, 309. Excessive night terrors.
Rough. Night terrors suck.
Sybil Launcelane. They survived, 2. Died of old age shortly after arriving.
What?
Rather traumatizing, that one. I was telling her one of my best stories when the ancient bat simply keeled over. Martin Henshaw. They survived, 178. Touched a vibrant flower. Screamed until he twisted into a misshapen pile.
Sucks. Don't touch anything.
Clements Trenowith. They survived, 202. Head eaten by the animated corpse of Florence Cayley.
Not ideal.
Geoffrey Mond. They survived, 59. Vanished in broad daylight from the middle of our encampment. Strike that. Corpse found in a tree high above, suspended by an unidentifiable sticky substance.
Horrifying.
Jacob Nesbitt. They survived, 12. Climbed a tree to get a better view. Slipped, fell, and was caught by a hanging vine. Neck snapped instantly.
Honestly, lucky.
Gregory Trenowith. They survived, 202. Heart attack from grief after burning the animated corpse of his wife.
That sucks. Understandable.
Denise Chernock.
Okay.
They survived, 300.
Now we're looping. Those are fun. Paint a little bit of a image of the direness of the expedition. I'm gonna disenchant this staff. I don't think we need it. Full damage and the leeching is pretty nice, but no life. Accuracy, not so useful on a melee. I mean, you could use it for an archer, a crossbow, I guess. Nah, I could get 2 regals out of it. If it was 1 regal, I would have kept it. But 2 regals, I'm gonna take it. All right, I'm gonna throw this staff in my int pile here, because I mean, Scythe, it's cool. Let's throw these into there, and I can upgrade a skill here. Let's upgrade Despair. Actually, I should probably upgrade Contagion. All right, we're gonna head down now. I guess we can do that. Actually, let's see what we see from here. Ooh, look at that. That's cool. Damn, so this water was deep. Oh, that's horrifying. That it just went straight down. I thought there was, like, shallow. No, the water just went straight down into a sunken city that you had no idea, like, what was under you. That is thalassophobia.
The drowned
Nightmare.
city
It's not Notion,
awaits.
but still. This looks comfortable, rolling down the stairs. All right, it's all covered in grime and gunk and algae. Very good. Good job. Yep, this looks absolutely filthy. What do you have to say?
Beyond this sealed door is the temple of the sun god Kopek. I've seen writings by a fellow named Katzuli that mention his research in this temple, but I can't quite make sense of what the device was or how it functioned. Unfortunately, we can't use Kalguran explosives without risking whatever's inside. However, there's a piece missing from the door. Knowing the Vaal, it'll be made of gold, of course. I recommend heading into the city to search for it. Try looking around the Agarat area. as that is well known for its opulence in the golden tributes, especially at the main temple's apex. Hurry back if you find it.
Okay.
Bye.
Alright. Into the drowned city we go. Cool. What we're gonna find down here? Probably nothing nice, would be my guess.
Utzaal, wretched and drowned. I'm sure I'd prefer you this way.
Probably. Knowing the Vaal, it's probably better. Oh, very cool.
Death and decay!
Drowned explorers. Okay, so like a lot of the expedition already died coming down here. Alright, a level 3 support gem, finally. Just waiting to get one of these. Supported skills gain 35% of damage as extra chaos damage. Supported skills sacrifice 10% of life on use. Okay. How does that work with, is that rounded up or rounded down? What's it gonna say here? Sacrificing skills cannot reduce you below 1 life, but sacrifices you cause on others. Oh, so this is potentially really good. For like a chaos inoculation. If it works. Maybe it just doesn't work. For now, that might be good to actually throw on like Essence Drain. Or hell, on Dark Effigy, because I don't use that as often, so I can afford the 10% sacrifice. And we do have to get some stuff on Dark Effigy here. Actually, Withering Touch would be amazing, but I'm not going to waste a... I'm going to do this. We're gonna throw this in. Yeah, having it be tougher wouldn't be a terrible idea either, but yeah, we're going to use Extraction. So I can afford... So that's mostly a skill that I only use against, like, rare mobs and bosses. Okay, what the hell are these enemies? Flatheads? Jesus Christ. Okay, that's... I don't know what this is. Hags. River hags. Okay. Okay, it's doing something to my screen that's concerning. Oh, new item type. Have a look at that. Jeweled gloves, I think, is also... Yeah, this can be energy shield. Ground crawler. I don't even know what these are. Remind me of the Ferretin crawlers. I think there's lore behind them. I so wish there was a bestiary. Get lore on all these monsters. I already said that 2 episodes ago, but it stands. Okay, not here. This way then. Not really worrying about a focus or anything. Just because the shield we have, sorry, the focus we have is already pretty good. What the hell was that? I completely lost control of my character. Just running in like an arc. Okay. Spiral wraps. Alright, it's an energy shield and evasion, so not that useful. For me, at least. Fur jacket, same thing. Nice. It's a big area. Nice wide open spaces. You like that? Very cool take on a ruined city, formerly flooded city. Amethyst charm. Okay, that's new. I mean, I don't know if it's like new. I simply haven't seen one yet. Cool looking spear. More of a sword staff type of thing. There's also a real weapon. The Scandinavian Krogstad. Probably pronouncing that wrong. It was a Swedish weapon in the Middle Ages. Boat of Raymond. Okay. I'll grab that as well. is a pure energy shield item. More of these crab fish things. They go down very easily. Quite squishy. As befitting of their size. My god. Gargantuan life flask. Hello there.
Putrefy!
Take that. Stoic Scepter, Discipline. Discipline's fine. If I were to use a scepter that wasn't the undead one, it probably would be that one. More energy shield. Ain't nothing wrong with more energy shield. Look at their 4 arms. What the hell happened to... Were they human? Or were these always something else? Are they just super degenerated humans? Oh no. This mod. I hate this mod so much. Especially when it's a fast enemy. Ugh, god. Hopefully it's almost dead. You just die.
Death, take you!
Jeweler's Orb. What do we want to use that on? Don't really need it on Blasphemy. Yeah, I mean, we kind of have everything. I'm gonna save it. We'll use it for another character. Or in case we find a new skill. I don't even know what the next tier of skills gives. There's a chaos skill in there. Oop, that's an abyss. Do that. My god. Whoop. Hold him up. Everything dies. Oh. That didn't give us anything. Why? I do not understand what does or doesn't give you things. Antidote charm. Poisons. Coming out of here. So these guys were, like, trapped in the city while it was flooded. But they do come out of these buildings. Which leads me to think maybe there's, like, air pockets. Or there were air pockets down there. In which case, they were stuck inside a building for 2,000 years. Underneath a flooded city. What the hell? Probably awful. Yeah, let's get the last one here. So, our energy shield is currently 918. 976. More mana regen. More intelligence as well. Or mana. 674. Definitely have a bit more. I don't know if I want to do that. If I'm going to do, the other thing. Zone of Control. Enemies you curse are hindered. 15% move speed. That's going to stack on top of temporal change, which is always happening to everything around us. That's going to be really good. Ten. Yeah, that's doing something on my screen. Weird, weird effect. No idea what it does, but let's not find out. Probably bad. Okay, let me quickly check. Oh, that's a spirit gem. Yeah. Get our Withering Presence to level 10. So where to now? I guess we can go straight still. Do that. What are we looking for here, anyways? Drowned City. Nothing. Maybe it's just like a crossroads type of zone. Multiple directions you can go. It's possible. Ouchies. Okay, that was rough. Those guys jumped at me while I was sprinting and knocked me the fuck down. That's good to know. More of these. be cautious. When we see these guys stop sprinting immediately, they have a long reach. Oh my god. That is many. Yeah! That was close. That's a robe. Feather Tiara is also pure energy shield. It is. That's not very good. And the altar robe. Yeah, we can identify that one. 11.7 life regen. That's not horrible. It's kind of alright. I would really like to be able to grab another item here and identify this. 51% increased energy shield. Ooh, do I... fire resist as well? Okay, I'm gonna hold on to that one. That might be worth something. I think I'm gonna try and craft that. I just don't have any exalts.
Infection!
That might be worth using, an essence on, actually.
I will feast on your soul!
Those guys explode. Door.
What might I find here?
Gold. Foul quarters. Yeah, so they were, like, living down here. What? How did they survive? Like, eating mushrooms and probably each other. Why do these guys explode? I want to know. Feathered sandals? Potentially good. I probably... No, I can ditch that, because that's terrible. It's also bad, but it is a rare, so I'll hold on to it. And a ruby. Okay. You know something. Money. We can go down this way. It's a big area. What is up with the flat heads? These just like horrendous deformities. Were you guys Vaal that survived? If so, ugh. I mean, degeneration from continuous inbreeding and cannibalism can't have been nice. It is still possible that they were just like another species that was like enslaved to the Vaal and somehow survived. But, I don't know. We haven't had any reference to anything else.
Too much clutter.
Really? Alright, just use it then. Use it on that. That's kind of good. Maybe. There's plenty of fire melee skills that can be used in conjunction with banners. Be good for a warrior. Nope. Nope. Oh boy. Nope. Nope. Area effects everywhere. Alright.
Take you!
We'll ignore the crossbow. I want to keep going. I want to actually find something before we have to go back. Down here. Okay. So what's animating these corpses? Also with the Vaal. Like, is it the beast? Is this just remnant? It's just Rayclast, I guess. But the beast is dead. I mean, I know there's a new one. Maybe the new one's already starting to, like, infect Rayclast itself. Cause the dead to reanimate. That was what was reanimating everything in Theory 1. The beast nightmare bleeding into Rayclast and just corrupting reality. Corrupting the rules of life and death. It was pretty cool. Okay, sure. These crawlers, be cautious. Okay, further along. No, no, I don't want it. Whatever it is, I don't want it. Trapped and slowed.
Not.
Right. Just get rid of it, whatever. It takes up too much space. Aha! Oswald. Okay, you are gonna come down here, huh?
What's all this then? Now you've done it. Why are you making me risk my hide by coming out here? Wait. Look. Are you lucky madwoman? The monkey god! The monkey
god
represented Kamasa, the Vaal god of wealth. Even I'm tempted to... No. No. I'll just die horribly. It's you that's got to go in there. Give a look around. If you find what I think you'll find, and if you clear out any dangers, we're all going to leave this place rich.
I suppose it could be worth a look.
Kamasa.
I've never been quite sure if Kamasa was actually a monkey, or if he was just god of monkeys. In either case, he held their love for shiny things. The wealth wasn't the point, but his cult still slowly grew to become the richest in the Vaal Empire. Eventually, they became the very guardians of the treasury itself. The famed Pirandes family would have been paupers in comparison. I can almost feel my greed overcoming my caution. Almost.
Yeah, the Pirandes were a powerful eternal family that had a lot of money. I think they actually survived the cataclysm. Yeah. Kamasa's greed.
Little is known about the monkey god. He was initially portrayed as curious, wise, and prone to mischief. In the earliest tales, if he appeared, it was to do one of two things. Impart mysterious wisdom, or steal something shiny from a wealthy noble. Unfortunately, his greed apparently grew as the Vaal expanded. Later tales portrayed him extorting peasants and blackmailing nobles for increasingly large tithes. His cult's core values became exploitation and ambition. His high priests eventually ran everything remotely financial in the Empire. I can only imagine what treasures are hidden in their ancient coffers.
An interesting example of the people, the values of the people, starting to actually reflect upon the god, which is what Sin said happened to Garukan as well, that she became something else, like her persona dissolved as her worshippers, you know, how her worshippers viewed her started to take over and dictate what she actually was. So it seems like the, you know, this cult that was originally devoted to, like, petty greed and everything started to attract the more greedy and ambitious members. It slowly started to manipulate the god, which then drew in more greedy and ambitious members, and it was a bit of a feedback loop that ultimately resulted in that. Now, this very much feels like a bonus area. Then again, we are looking for something gold. So maybe not. However, I strongly get the feeling that because this is a checkpoint area... Actually, we should go into there. Hold on, let me go back. We should at least unlock the waypoint. I want to, while we have this area explored, unlock other waypoints that branch off from it. Because this very much feels like a crossroads area. It's very large. There's no landmarks. So I think the only thing that you're doing here is just moving through it. So we'll grab that. We'll head back into the Drowned City. And we'll go look for other branching points. And then we'll try and do the one that seems most bonusy first. And then do the mandatory one later. I don't think we're going to have another one that's going to be right next to that. So we have a way we can go here. Not in, that was the door. But there's two directions we can go, and then there's another checkpoint not too far from here that we can use to backtrack if need be. So look at this first.
A lovely creature.
What's that? Reaping staff, another one. Okay. I'm not gonna grab all the white ones. They don't seem super rare. In PoE 1, you had these items. Yeah, look at that. We're already finding something else. In PoE 1, you had these items. They were like gloves for the most part that would have kind of a different modifier onto them. They were quite endgame. And they were very rare, so you wanted to like grab every single one of them that you could. Yeah, Apex of Filth. Right, I have no idea what this is supposed to be, so I don't know if this is more bonusy or less. Where are we at time-wise? We're over an hour. I'll probably tag the waypoint and then
While
end
I
the
do
episode
admire
here.
darkness, filth, I cannot abide.
Okay. Even you have some standards, which... That's always good. It's good to have standards. What does it say here? No. We'll look at what it says in the next episode. I'm going to end it here. We're at an hour. And this is a good stopping point. What I'm going to do in the meantime is have one more look around the drowned area. And if I find anything, we will start off the next episode there. If I don't find anything, we'll probably be back here or maybe at the Golden Vault. I think I'll do the Golden Vault. That feels more bonusy, even if we are looking for something golden. I don't know. We'll see. Anyways, drop this video a like if you have enjoyed it, and hope you're all doing well. I'll catch you all in the next one. Heritor out.